Imagine that I was your manager, and I walked into your office, and I said, congratulations, you're going to be promoted. Now, the job that I'm going to move you into won't use any of the technical skills that you've currently used. In fact, it's those technical skills that made me decide to want to promote you. What you went to college for and all those great classes you took, none of that is going to apply. And the new role that you'll be moving into, you have no experience in, you didn't go to school to learn, and none of your current skill set and experience relates to this new position. Oh, and by the way, I promoted someone into that position about a year ago, and they failed miserably. In fact, now that I think about it, they had a skill set a lot like yours. Welcome to management. Now, when this person, you, moves into this management position, there's an enormous skill gap. You have all of the skills technically to be able to do the things within the department, but none of the skills to lead the department. This skill gap comes about because of the technical training that you've had in the past, your education, etc. The problem is you haven't had training or experience in leadership, business skills, and interpersonal skills, which we'll be talking more about shortly. This skill gap causes you, as you move into your management role, to lead by gut feel, not by practiced and learned experience. At first glance, you may think that many of the technical certifications that are there today, and we'll be talking about some of them specifically, that they also would be very geared toward just the technical piece of performing a specific task, and not these interpersonal related activities. If you thought that, you would be wrong. I recently did an analysis of many of the mainstream industry certifications out there. And what I found was that many of them are not only considering the technical, but also the soft skills associated with them. And from this, from the analysis that I performed, I found out that there were 5 key common soft skill types that were applicable across virtually all of these technical certifications. They are interpersonal communication, leadership ability, analytical skills, business skills, and business knowledge. I'd like to talk about each one of them now, one at a time. Let's begin by speaking about interpersonal communication. As the name alludes, these are the skills related to interpersonal connection. Skills that fall into this category include asking purposeful questions and active listening, among others. I'm sure that we have all been told within our career that we should take these types of classes, but at least for me, I was never told why. This is why. Because skills such as active listening and the others that fall under the interpersonal communication umbrella, they build personal relationships, they build trust, they build professional rapport, which is an ideal basis for things like negotiation, conflict resolution, sales, and other related interpersonal communication types. Next, leadership ability. When people think about leadership, they say, oh, the leader's at the top. That's not true. Yes, they do need leadership ability. But leadership ability is required at every level, in every business, and in every professional vocation. The reason is because leadership ability helps build your professional brand. It helps you be seen internal in your firm, regardless of your industry or profession, as a thought leader and a change agent. It also positions you for promotion. And lastly, it just helps you get the job done. Next, analytical skills. Analytical skills could be considered a hard skill. I'm considering them a soft skill. I think the jury is still out. But it's these types of skills that will help you analyze the root cause of issues, that will help you to figure out how to solve those issues, and help you come up with creative and innovative ways to solve existing business challenges. Next, business skills. I like to think of business skills as the hard skills of management. I started my career as a technologist, as a computer programmer. And I thought that when I was going to be moving into the supervisory management and upper management positions, is that would cause me to have to jettison my technical skills and then just tell people what to do. What I totally underestimated and did not realize was the level of skills, knowledge, and ability that's required to make someone a strong leader and manager. And lastly, business knowledge. Business knowledge is an understanding of your industry, your company, your specific department, and your specific profession. The reason that this is important is this is the context by which you can properly implement all the other skills that we've talked about thus far. Now let's move into some of the specific certifications that I mentioned earlier. The first of which is the PMI. What PMI stands for is it's the Project Management Institute. Their main certification is called the PMP, the Project Management Professional. They have what they call the Talent Triangle. As you would expect, it has 3 legs. The leg on the left, that's everything you have to know about being a project manager. The upper right is leadership, and across the bottom is the strategic and business management skills you need. Think about this. The Project Management Institute says 2 out of the 3 skill sets that you need to run a project is not about the technical components of project management. Next, IIBA, that stands for the International Institute of Business Analysts. They have what they call the BABOK, which is Business Analyst Book of Knowledge. In there certainly includes all of those technical skills that you need to be a business analyst, but guess what else is in there? They call them underlying competencies. And these underlying competencies are basically the skills that I've previously mentioned. They too, this major certification and professional association, is saying you need more than the technical skill, you need these other skills in order to be effective in your job. Next is Agile Scrum. Anyone moving to Agile in their firms? You and actually many others. We analyzed it, the soft skills needed in order to properly work and properly lead an Agile team. And we looked at it from 3 perspectives. We looked at it from the perspective of the Scrum Master, the leader of the band, so to speak. We looked into it regarding the product owner, which is the person who works between the business and the Agile team itself. And we looked at it from the perspective of all of those people working on it. And guess what we found? The same types of skills, those 5 common types that we mentioned earlier, are also of great value within an Agile Scrum environment. We even took it a step further. As industry is moving, many people now are moving from project manager roles into Scrum Master, and from business analyst roles to be product owners. We found many of the same skill set required. We found some additional skills that were also in there from a leadership and interpersonal and business perspective, but very, very common. The list of certifications and methodologies that fall into this category goes on and on and on. All of them have the technical skills and important technical skills to perform the task. But more and more, they're adding these soft skills, the things that even I discounted early in my career as not important because I wanted to learn more and more technically. Every one of them is moving to recognize the importance of these within their profession. So what does this mean to you? It means that the technical knowledge that you've gained in your certifications are of absolute great value to you. They're of value to you and are also of great value to the companies that employ you. But what I would go on to say, these technical skills, enhanced by leadership, business, and interpersonal skills, will not only make you much more effective in the workplace, it'll also dramatically accelerate your future career. Thank you.